One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to InfoCision Stadium in Akron, Ohio, home of the Zips. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bearcats will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Akron Zips offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do.
Breaks into the open. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Zips line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. Holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Up to 44 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running into the open space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Zips have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Zips!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On target over the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Wants to throw again. Trying to move the sticks on third down. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The kick is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Turning it on. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this defense is taking up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That brings them to within 1. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
And the Zips will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Get it out on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
To the air on 2nd down. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Zips are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Zips decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Bearcats will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
And the Zips will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up. But it's an incompletion. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And he missed it. No good. Still leading by 2 after the miss. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Farmer. Let's talk about Akron. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise will get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Zips send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And now this offense will take the field again. Pulls it, fired complete. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown, Akron. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He breaks a tackle. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Roberts. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. They're testing the right side here. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. That slices the lead to 2.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Zips over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Snap it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
And the Zips will send out the punt unit. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously, not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.